Good afternoon, everyone. I am Carl Alston. Welcome to the ABC7 Gibbons Virtual 5K Run and 3K Walk live stream conversation with Carol White. Carol White is an oncology nurse who has taken care of patients living with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, and MDS, the very people we try to serve as the Leukemia Research Foundation. And those diseases are the reasons why we fund research so that we can find a cure for those diseases. And we provide patient education programs and patient financial assistance to people so that we can help care for them and help them go from diagnosed to remission and cure. So, hi, Carol. Welcome.
Hi, Carol. Hi, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for participating today. Let me first start by asking you to talk about your involvement with the ABC7 Gibbons 5K Run and 3K Walk over the years.
Okay, so in 1997, Dr. Wendy Stock, my colleague at that time at Loyola, nominated me for a Leukemia Research Foundation award, and I won it and went to the dinner, and at the dinner I found out more about the organization and also was introduced to the Gibbons race. So that first year I went and I walked, and my son, who was single then and lived downtown, joined me and ran. And over the years, I started to walk with some of my patients, with my family. And then in the 2000s, I started to run it. And then I started a team because I realized how important research was and I wanted to raise money. And so that's been my involvement from 1997 all the way up until today. I signed up for the race with my team last week.
Very good. Oh, and everyone, you can sign up. There should be a link in the chat box right now, a link to the ABC7 Gibbons 5K Run and 3K Walk, the virtual event. But in case you're just listening, it is allbloodcancers.org/Gibbons5K. So don't wait, register now.
And if you're looking for a team, Carol's Team of Hope is my team. You can come and be part of us.
All right, great. We're going to raise your team to 150 members in no time. So why, after all these years, why have you stayed involved with the Leukemia Research Foundation?
Well, when I went to that dinner that I mentioned, I found out that this was an organization of chapters, and the chapters were organized by survivors or families of patients who didn't survive, who individually and collectively went out over a year's time and raised money to give to new researchers. And it touched my heart as the chapters lined up, from people who only collected $200 to people who collected $100,000, $200,000. And it just brought home to me that this was an organization that I wanted to be involved with, because I had seen how important research was in trying to come up with a cure with our patients with blood cancers. So over the years, I've dedicated myself to the Leukemia Research Foundation and all the good they do, not only for research, but as you said, Carl, in giving to patients financially, emotionally, through the great free community programs and the mentorship of the one-on-one between patients.
Well, thank you, Carol. We certainly appreciate your participation and helping us out over the years. I mean, I've seen you and your team at the lakefront, Chicago's lakefront, when we were able to do that live, and virtually last year. We had a great time, and we have shared a few stories, and I was wondering if you had any little anecdote you could share about your experience with the event, either personally or professionally, with your patients and stuff on your team.
Well, we started out, like I said, small, and I will tell you, the very first patient that I walked the race with was 1999, and this gal had relapsed from her leukemia, She was in the middle of treatment. She had a hemoglobin of about between 8 and 9, and normal for women is about 12, 13. And she insisted that she was going to walk this race with me no matter what. And I was a little concerned, but I thought, okay, we'll do this. And as we walked, she got a little more and more tired. And we were coming to the end of the race, and there was only one team behind us. And she turned around and she took off her cap because she was bald from chemo. And she said, "Hey, I have leukemia, you guys. I don't want to come in last. Slow down." And so this team did this. So Patty was the first patient who touched my heart being on my team. And up to this day, I have a small dedicated core of survivors who show up every year for the race and raise money. One of those survivors, as Carl knows, many might not, was my husband, who was very dedicated to this cause long before he was diagnosed with a very rare primary central nervous system lymphoma. So those are my thoughts about what it means to walk with a patient, to walk with your family. It's very, very touching.
Wow, that is unbelievable. I don't know that I knew that story about that first patient who walked with you. I hope the other team behind you did slow down so she would not be last.
They did. They absolutely did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
How many years did that patient participate with you?
Unfortunately for her, only several years. But I have patients who are, 10 years out and they're still participating. Leukemia is one of our harder blood cancers to find cures for. But my other story, if you've got time, is I had another gal, Marie, who is very involved with Leukemia Research Foundation and is on my team. And when she was first diagnosed, she told me that she was in the hospital and she told me that she'd done walks for cancer in patients in the past. And I said, well, next year you're going to be on my team. And she told me the following year when she was on my team that at the time she thought I was crazy and that she was going to be dead in a year. And so Marie's one of my strong supporters. She's done things for Leukemia Research Foundation and been involved in blood drives and mentoring. So.
Oh yeah, that is great. We know Marie and she's fantastic. And you are fantastic too. Thank you so much for participating over the years and helping us, with patient programs as well as, the Gibbons 5K and 3K. Having a team out there of survivors and nurses and stuff like that is just so awesome. And I guess it's going to be great this year to do another virtual event and have you guys all hopefully on screen again, running and walking with us and, persuading others to do that. In fact, do you have a message that you'd like to share with people who are on the fence because, it's February and there's 18 inches of snow on the ground?
Yep, I absolutely do. The things that you'll find out is how much fun you can have. Now, there won't be a grandpa beer tent, but you can have your own fun tent after your race. We did that last year, apart and with masks, but we did it. It also provides a lot of fellowship. You'll learn a lot about people. I had a neighbor I found out who was a childhood ALL survivor who, when she found out we were doing this, signed up and came along and won the race. We gave her a medal and everything. And finally, the most important part is you're contributing to a cure for a disease group that has come so far in even the last 10 years. I've been doing this for over 30 years, and the amount of research that is now on board is just unbelievable. It gives me hope that I know we're going to come to a cure or really, really quality of life, long-term remissions for our blood cancers. So that's the part that you hold in your heart as you're on this team. You're having fun, you might be drinking a beer, but you're also contributing to the well-being of these newly diagnosed and relapsed patients.
That is so true. Thank you very much for saying that. We are going to find a cure for these diseases. And everybody, hopefully we'll get to the point where people aren't diagnosed anymore. But If they are, we will find the cure and we'll be able to give people cures, and everybody will be, better off for it. All these families that are dealing with the blood cancer will be better off because of people like you and others who are participating in the ABC7 Gibbons virtual 5K run and 3K walk. So thanks, Carol, for speaking
You're
with us
welcome.
today. We appreciate you and your dedication to our cause. And everybody out there, remember that registration is open right now for the ABC7 Gibbons virtual 5K run and 3K walk. The link should be in the comments section, but just in case it's not there, it's allbloodcancers.org/Gibbons 5K. So the event is going to take place from Thursday, June 17th through Sunday, June 20th. That's Father's Day weekend. You can participate from anywhere in the United States. You can participate from anywhere in the world.
Right.
So if you happen to be in Australia, dress accordingly because down there it'll be winter.
Right.
But in other places, you're welcome to participate anywhere in the world. Let us know because we'd love to have all 50 states represented. We made it to 23 last year, so we'd love to have all 50 states and as many countries as would like to participate. That would be great. Registration is $15 a person. Now, everybody who registers and raises at least $25 on their fundraising page or donates $25 to the fundraising page will receive an ABC7 Gibbons virtual run walk tech t-shirt. And if you raise that $25 by May 13th, you will receive your shirt in time for race day. So don't wait, register now, raise that $25 or a lot more and get that tech t-shirt. Another note for people, if you are living right now with a blood cancer or you have a family member or friend living with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or MDS, we're having a patient program this evening at 6 Central Time called Managing Treatment-Related Side Effects of Blood Cancers. I'm sure, Carol, you know lots about dealing with side effects from these diseases. We are going to do a program. I'm going to put that link in the comment section right now so that people can see it, but in case it does not come through, that link is allbloodcancers.org/program/side effects, or what might be easier is just go to the website allbloodcancers.org. Right there on the top, you'll see a gigantic link to managing treatment-related side effects. So go to allbloodcancers.org, look up the program if you want to participate this evening. It starts at 6 o'clock Central Time. Register for the ABC7 Gibbons virtual 5K run and 3K walk. That registration is open right now. Get yourself registered for that. And with that, again, I'm Carl Alston. I'm with the Leukemia Research Foundation. I thank you very much for watching, and we will see you again next time.